The Dangerfield home has 3 huge porches, and with that comes basically a 380 view of everything that goes on in our neighborhood. After living rurally for several years, my husband and I very quickly realized when we would sit up in what we called our tea deck that perhaps we were actually very nosy people. And with the views of all of these porches, well, we could see basically everything that would go on in the neighborhood. All of the porches required a revamp, some structural and some not. Now that the huge front wraparound veranda and tea deck were finished, we could now put our focus to the back one, which was like terrifying. This is what it looked like when the previous owner had her, but a few months before we got her, the entire top roof collapsed. And this is what it looked like when we bought it. Funny side story, because of the privacy that the screened-in porch brought, we actually didn't have a shower when we first moved in, and so we only had one working toilet, and so we would just rig up a hose right through there, and that's where we took our showers for the first month. So one of the first things we did when we got the dumpster was we just basically got up on top very carefully and shoved the very heavy entire roof line off into the dumpster. Sadly, it was not in the budget to recreate the double-decker roof line, but we did have to have something that would cover this chrome bolt latch door that led out there from the second story. So I got this vintage awning, and we cleaned it up, and we painted it up, and we attached it over the door. Everything in this backyard was an overgrown hodgepodge mess, so my sons got to work on that. And finally, in the last month, it was time to make this thing safe. Vlad got to work on the bottom part and the stairs, and then we hired a crew to fix the whole structural part up top. And here's where we are currently. Ready for a few more finishing touches and some paint, but definitely safe enough for a nightcap. And to see what's going on in the neighborhood to the east of us. Stay tuned for when we get this bad boy finished, which is actually the final project of this house.